Well, actually, if it's Friday, if it's dinner on a Friday, what the hell?
Hi.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can.
I ain't gonna cap. I fell asleep with my ringer off. I deeply apologize.
It's cool, bro. We still did the episode. We get it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week again. I say it every week because it's a weekly podcast, it's a weekly show, and you can show your weekly support with subscribing to the channel if you haven't already for our YouTube watchers. And of course, if you're listening on Spotify, hit that 5-star review. It goes a long way. It helps us get an algorithm, and we really appreciate it. And maybe in this instance, it'll help us find out where the hell has light gone, because the podcast name is Lights Out. And Light, quite literally living up to that name right now. We've called him. We Facebook called him. Hell, we put out an APB. Ain't nobody seen Light. But Cosmos is here. So we're going to say the show must go on. Cosmos, how are you feeling today, my friend? You walking straight yet?
Yes, actually, I am. I don't know what happened. Like, at some point, I was just in bed. And like I was sitting crisscross, and then like at some point something just cracked in my knee. I was like, "Oh, that was a little weird." And then like every now and then I would kind of step on my right leg, see if I could stand on it. And then that time I was like, "Wait a second, I feel like absolutely no pain." I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
He's back,
and
man.
it just cracked back into pace. Literally like 4 or 5 days after SmashCon. So I just feel like it was God telling me that there was no way you're gonna get top 8 at this tournament. Let's just give you an excuse to get out of this one and move on to the next one, man. Give you some more time.
There's always the next one. Your next one, it probably should have been Delfino Maza. Let me tell you why, okay? I realized something.
I was supposed to go.
I know, and I realized something. Everything is so affordable in Mexico. Like Charles just got his tooth pulled. Charles just got his tooth pulled here in America. Probably paid like $1,000. In Mexico, that's 1,000 pesos, bruh. That's it. That's nothing. Do the conversion rate yourself, chat. We was living like kings out there. Delfino Maza truly showed me why Mexico is so highly coveted and talked about for so long. And you all know my previous experience in Mexico, some random tournament in Smash 4, Mexico City. They robbed the car and took my new Switch case I just bought. We was getting tacos and they was robbing us. It's crazy. Can't lie. I held resentment towards Mexico ever since then. Not the people, not the fine players, not the culture, just those fucking gyms who stole from me. But through that pain came prosperity. Delfino Maza reinvigorated me, okay? Reinvigorated a lot of things, okay?
Wait. So when you went to Mexico and Mexico City, when you got robbed, why were you in Mexico City? Were you there for a tournament?
Well, some of you viewers may remember a name of a certain smasher / streamer called PB&J of Smash Studios. He got us a gig down there, you know, and he just said, it's Chris. We're going to jam it. All right. And I said, yeah, we got jammed. That's what happened. I don't know what happened there. That tournament was a hot ass mess. I remember Hugo showed up too. It was after the ban. I was like, what the hell going on down here? There's a lot of stuff going on. That I would like to forget. And Delfino Maza, as I said.
I mean, I definitely go to Mexico every now and then, and I've been there like a few times. But whenever I go to Mexico City, I know that there's definitely some like kind of sketchy parts, kind of dangerous parts of Mexico City that you can definitely wander around. So whenever I'm there, I definitely make sure that I'm at least like knowing where I'm going by like at first I'm asking Leo like, hey, can I go here? He's like, yeah, you can go here. Can I go here? Maybe not over here, but you know what? You'll still probably be fine. So I'm always at least asking Leo like how things are going down in Mexico City, because he lives in like a very good part in Mexico City, but like he's definitely been in like one of the not good parts.
Yeah. Leo's like the mayor down there, bro. Spargo might be able to make a claim too. I'm not going to blow up exactly all the shenanigans that was happening at Delfino Maza, but I'm telling you, every night we went out, every time we was on the street, my man Spargo was somewhere in the cut just chilling, bro. They knew him. That was El Jefe down there, bro. My boy Spargito, all right? He was looking different. I liked it though. And maybe
he was the leader of the cartel.
Well, I was trying to avoid going down that path.
It's a joke.
But let's talk about his bracket path because he actually won Delfino Maza. Congratulations to Spargo. I don't think it's that much of a surprise to any of us. We thought he was going to have a big bounce back. Spargo's not somebody who's going to typically have bad placings 2 times in a row. It's just really not a thing. And after that 49th blemish on his resume at SmashCon, very good to see him bounce back in a major way. Took out Gluto in a Game 5 last hit set of grand finals. Yes, it was amazing. What were your thoughts about Spargo's run and victory at the event?
I was honestly expecting him to win. To be honest, like I was saying, like it was probably going to be him or Leo, but it's going to be hard if Leo can't get through Gluto, which he ended up having to play Gluto. And I think this is actually the first time post quarantine, or maybe just in general, that Leo ever 3-0'd or Gluto 3-0'd Leo. So after seeing that Leo was out of the bracket, I kind of knew Spargo was just going to end up winning because he's very good against all the matches that he had to play. He had a pretty close hit against Siski, which was pretty interesting. That was Game 5, I believe. But knowing that he did not so well at SmashCon, knowing that like things were going on for him, like deactivated his Twitter and everything. I don't even know if his Twitter's reactivated now. I think it's still deactivated.
He gone.
Yeah, he's gone. But like, I just kind of related it to the same situation as that happened back at Summit, where he got like completely jammed by pretty much everybody he played, even like Void. Like, that's not a shot to Void. Void is a very skilled player, but like he's not really on the cusp of like a top 10 player in the current moment, which is usually who Spargo only loses to, like top 5 players. But he bounced back right after that, winning like I believe it was major upset, beating Leo twice or something. So he can always bounce back. And I know that he still has the fire to be like the number 1 player. It's just unfortunate that like as soon as he said, yeah, I'm going to make sure I'm number 1 at the end of the season, he ended up getting 49. But it's good that he still backed it up by getting first in the next tournament.
I would agree with you. This was a hard tournament. You know what I mean? Like Meister, for instance, he got 9th place. You know what I mean? Like, I think people thought this event was a little easier than it actually was. No, this was a very stacked event. A lot of talented people showed up for this one.
Even with the dropouts, it was still very stacked. Yeah,
and that's the crazy thing. Next year, I need everybody to just boom, make sure you're coming through, because that hospitality, that experience was amazing, both in and outside of the tournament. Now, I have actually a direct quote from Spargo for you guys, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm EE, I get the inside scoop, unlike those other gyms.
Tell us he's on the next pod.
So he's not on the next pod. I'm still working on that. I'm working on that. I'm getting them comfortable. I'm getting them there. But what he said, I said, Spargo, when we gonna see you back on Twitter, bro? When we gonna see the young GOAT back on Twitter? He was like, they could all come see me in bracket. I said, damn.
Okay.
I said, damn. It's a grown ass man. Woo. Spargito, baby. He said, I ain't worried about y'all. I ain't worried about social media. That was wrong.
Yeah, because I think, was it that tournament that he said like he made that one tweet about the person that like was like talking or like was about to ask him to sign his controller? And then like he took back his, like he didn't ask him to sign his controller because he was quote unquote talking shit about Steve players or something, or like how they were like not top 20 players or whatever.
Yeah, some gym was having a breakdown. All right. And of course, Twitter is the number 1 spot to have that. So, or X, whatever you want to call it. But aside from that silliness, Spargo won, Gluto got 2nd. But I thought it was another notable thing. Gluto didn't win the tournament, but maybe he won our hearts. Did you see Gluto versus Ken?
I didn't actually. There's no way fucking I'm watching that.
Dude, it's about 35 minutes long, but he makes this incredible comeback in game 4. Like, it's like he's like down. It's like 1 stock to like 3. He's like over 100%. And he just makes these crazy reads and just does this incredible, I think, read on like a roll to up tilt to waft to win the game, and then just destroyed him in game 5 with all that momentum he had. So, and that's 2 tournaments in a row now that Ken has been knocked out in 5th place. And who commentates top 4? This guy. So I went up to Gluto, gave him a big old hug, took a picture with him, and it was business as usual.
Oh my fucking God. Hey, you know what? I've actually like this, despite all the the obvious Ken hate that we get pretty much every single podcast at this point, because it's basically a recurring theme now. Ken is a really cool person in person. Ken is a really cool person. He just hates his gameplay. We're just going to throw that out there. Don't come after us, Japanese community. We love Ken.
I do like Ken.
Apparently.
No, I like Ken as a person. Very, very nice guy.
Do you like him as a person?
As a person, I do. Very nice guy. It's like a running theme now to just go at his gameplay. So I just mess with it.
I don't know, bro. I think the McDonald's cashier would say otherwise for you.
We're gonna talk about that eventually.
But yeah. The one thing I wanted to say about Gluto is that like he's, even though like I think the beginning of this year, like the first half of the season, he wasn't really traveling that much. He still went to some like very big tournaments, but he like maybe missed like 1 or 2 topics or something. But he wasn't like really at the top, which is very cool to see him like going to more tournaments now and like doing a lot of things now, because I feel like I'm seeing him still like elevating his gameplay for Wario, because he's going for a lot of more waft confirms, he's going for a lot of more waft reads, what I did feel like he was going for a lot more last year, but like it was more like experimental. So I feel like now he's like starting to just like figure out where he wants to use waft, how people react in certain situations off ledge, because that's how he basically killed Leo a lot of the time, especially like game 1. I remember him just like reading the roll off ledge and just raw wafting him.
It was very impressive. He says he's been putting a lot of time into. I mean, a character specialist like that who can keep refining the character, evolving it to fit whatever meta we're in. Always hats off to Gluto for an incredible performance.
Yeah.
And you brought up Leo too. I want to talk about Leo a little bit. I mean, this is a guy who said, "Hey, I'm going to go ahead and not compete in anything outside of Mexico until Let's Make Moves Miami." And, you know, he did reinforce that point when I spoke to him at Delfino Maza. So he said he's in a good place, man. Like, you know, he lost to SkyJ in winners. And then I don't know if he's ever lost to SkyJ before that. I know he beat him last time.
That was crazy, because I remember having a conversation with him saying that Incineroar is a really bad character. I don't understand how people lose to Incineroar. Skyj is obviously really good. He would reinforce that a lot. Yep. He was like, I'll probably never lose to Skyj. And then he just proceeded to like get 3-0'd by Skyj. So it was very funny to see that.
He didn't even try Byleth. I was very confused about that. I think
I did see him say on Twitter that like he only practiced for like 2 days.
That's true. Yeah. And that's another thing that we got to keep reinforcing, because you know, I think it's a great thing when I'm seeing actual character evolution. I'm not talking about their character in the game, you gyms. I'm talking about as a person. They're evolving beyond simply just only playing the game. Leo is in his mogul state. You know what I'm saying? He's doing great. I'd like to also say, I think some of the comments I see sometimes saying I miss the Leo pre-girlfriend era. Stop saying that shit. It's so not fair to her. She's a very nice person. Let's end that right now. EE is calling for an amendment on that joke. Let's stop saying that, because
it's also just been going on for.
It's just kind of weird. You know what I mean? And I don't like the unnecessary negativity that directs to that young lady. She's just trying to enjoy herself. As is Leo, which he said he's in a great headspace. He's feeling amazing. I love that for him, man. I love that for him. He's another guy who I've seen just literally grow right before my eyes, and I hope he continues that. And the crazy thing is, guys barely even playing the game, still getting top 8. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Which is crazy, because there was something I actually saw on Reddit that I wanted to talk about, because there's this one post that was like saying there were only like, I don't have it up, so I don't remember everybody that was on it, but there was a post saying that like there have only been 8 players to be on the PGR for the entirety of Ultimate. And it's like Leo, Mars, Gluto, the Buzz, and like 4 other players or something. Maybe Shuton was on there too. And it was funny because like Leo, they like had like categories for every player, saying like how consistent they were. Yeah. And they said that Leo was the only player to ever be top 10 the entirety of Ultimate's career, which is just to show like, even though he's maybe still like not as like the same level that he was prior, he's still always going to be a top 10 player probably by the time the game's over.
Yeah, he's not as in practice, and that's perfectly fine, because he just has like a good grasp for the game in general. So, but with that said, I mean, there are other people who are stepping up to obviously kind of like fill those shoes and give us a show at some of the highest levels. You know what I mean? Whether it be an OG like Gluto or like the rising supernova star that Spargo has been over this last year or so. So it's Smash Ultimate is still in a very good place. But you know, to kind of put a bow on Delfino Maza, Amazing event, amazing community. You know, I was Chocolate Thunder. It wasn't no EE in Mexico. It was Chocolate Thunder, okay? And the ladies didn't have
that even mean?
Because it was thunderous, all right? It was thunderous, all right? That's all you got to know, bruh. That's all you got to know.
Be coming up with some random fucking names at this point. I don't know what the fuck I say at this point.
Don't worry about it, man. EE is back now. Chocolate Thunder.
I'm worried about it.
He'll be reawakened on the return to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to go back, man. Again, shouts to the Mexican community. Amazing individuals. There was another tournament, though, that did take place the same weekend. I believe it was Regen, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to touch on Regen.
Oh, that happened? That happened.
Yes, that happened, you Jim.
I did not hear about it at all.
All right. Well, Regen happened. I woke up. My service was very on and off the whole time because the hotel Wi-Fi was having problems. I did watch a little bit of it. I saw my man Aiken got like top 3. So shouts to Aiken. Very, very happy for him. Amazing Ryu player out of Chicago, if I'm not mistaken.
Won.
Yeah, Luigi won it, the Luigi, which didn't really surprise me, but the thing that surprised me the most, Bloom got 9th place. He did not make top 8 at that.
I thought he was supposed to go to Delfino Maza. What happened to that?
I don't know who told you that. When was Bloom ever confirmed for Delfino Maza?
He was on this. He was on the list. He was on the list for Delfino Maza. Like, you know how like they have like the whole player list saying like the player, like not the seating list, but like this player from these countries are going, these countries, Japan, Europe, and Bloom was in the Europe category. And I was like, okay, I guess he's going.
Well, maybe his ass should have went to Delfino Maza and he wouldn't have got 9th place, because that in that region, like where I expect him to just be a general terror, and I expect him and Lugi in grand finals. Though I was rooting for Space. I was rooting for Space. My man Space was looking crisp.
How did Space do?
Space got like 4th or 5th, I think. He lost 3-1 to Lugi, and then lost immediately after that. So
Bloom lost to Aiken game 5 in landslide. Damn.
Yep. So that was losing to Tarek and Aiken. I don't think that's like a bad placing by any means, but definitely surprised me a little bit. What do you think? I mean, you think this is kind of like I don't know, like maybe a preview of things to come when NA invades for Terra?
No, I really don't, honestly. I feel like I do think Europe is like a stronger region now than they have been in the past, but I think overall, I mean, I don't really know, because I still haven't ever gone to like a full-fledged, this would be my first fully fledged European tournament, because last time when I went to Europe, it was for an invitational.
Buongiorno.
16 people, and half of them were foreigners, like maybe even more than half of them were foreigners. So I still don't know how good the community is over there. So it'll definitely be cool to go over there and like play a lot of friendlies and like see how good people are. Because obviously I know that like Targ is really good, Space is really good, Lugi's really good, Bloom's really good. Gluto's obviously like top 10 player skill wise. But outside of that, I don't really hear too much. Like obviously Mr. R2, but outside of that, I don't hear too much from their region at all, because either they just don't travel that often, or whenever they do travel, they just don't really do too much. So I anticipate that whenever like me, Tweak, Light, and Spargo go over there, and I'm pretty sure Zomba's going over there too now for some reason. I actually didn't hear about that. But
yeah, Zomba's he's we're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we're kind of going to do as expected, and I'm pretty sure like most of us will end up making top 8.
Okay, I like that.
And then also there's Japanese players going too, so they're gonna have to contest against them too. And I think generally, whenever Japan goes over, like at the last Japanese or at the last European tournament on 1-2, like top 4 was all of Japan. So I kind of anticipate something like that to happen again.
I am anticipating a big time clash between all these players at the event. And of course, you can anticipate a big time clash at Watch the Throne. Yes, guys. Did you know that Port Priority 8 is actually a qualifier for our event Watch the Throne that's going to feature some of the best talent, including the winner of Delfino Maza, that being Spargo, and the runner-up being Gluto. Oh, and by the way, that guy who got 9th place over there at Regen, yeah, Bloom, he's going to be trying to bring that all the way back because Watch the Throne is happening December 8th through the 10th at Guildhouse in San Jose. We can't wait to see you guys there. Port Priority is going to be an amazing qualifier. We love this event, and we're so happy to partner with them. So make sure you go over to that tweet and show it some love, and let us know who you think is going to claim that spot. You know, there's a lot of good players who still are not there.
Riddles knows what's going to be.
Riddles, most notably, one of them actually. So,
Riddles is going to be at Port.
I mean, I would assume he's going to go. He wants to qualify for Watch the Throne. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that doesn't matter because I'm going to be there, and that's all that matters.
All right, my man Cosmos.
It's looking crisp.
It's looking crisp. You heard him here, folks. It's looking crisp. You know what's not so crisp, though? That I couldn't believe I saw this. Apparently, people are claiming terrible seating is running amok again. Now, we talked about Terra, but we didn't talk about the seating for this event. And I have it right here on my phone. MKLeo made a tweet, I believe it was yesterday evening, and it says this: what's the explanation of Tweak being below Light and Zamba?
Oh, yeah, I saw that actually.
At Shine, but above them for Terror, and it's only a week apart. Sus seating, he asked. The seating currently, as it stands, I don't know if it's being amended yet, but as it stands right now, it's Light, Zamba, Tweak, Jackal, Aaron, Anathema. Wait, what? Oh, this is Shine.
Yeah,
I don't might care about that shit.
It's happening this weekend.
Well, there we go. No. Spargo, Tweak, Light, Yoshidora, Gluto, Zamba, Jogabu, and Siski are your top 8 seeds for Terra.
Yeah. So he's basically saying how is Tweak higher than Light at this tournament?
Right.
But then at Shine, that hasn't even happened yet. Light is higher than Tweak. And the seedings of both tournaments are basically out, which actually makes literally no sense. That's how you know that like seeding actually is kind of just a toss-up at this point, because they're kind of just like, all right, let's just look at this number of events. But then some other tournaments are like, all right, let's look just at the rankings and just base it off the rankings. What I know some tournaments literally do, because I've heard about tournaments literally doing that. So I'm pretty sure that's one of the main problems. I feel like that might be what Terra did, because this looks like kind of just, especially because Yoshidora is above Gluto, and Gluto has been doing very hot recently, but Yoshidora is ranked higher than Gluto, and Gluto's ranked higher than Zamba. I'm pretty sure they just kind of went by the ranking and just kind of threw that up there.
Yeah, I mean, the ranking, some people are saying legacy seeding. Some people are also saying that they're just trying to screw NA out of doing well, seeding my man Light into one of his worst matchups in Lugi. Interesting.
Wait, did they really do that?
That's apparently how it is scheduled to go down.
Oh my fucking God, that's hilarious. Because Light literally called, I wish he was here, because he literally called that. He literally called that like, he's just been getting shanned by his -2 matchups, which at this point, he kind of is. That is a problem. That's not okay.
Yeah. Somebody said Zamba's like seeded into a bad match as well. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, I think Zamba into Bloom, actually. So, which is a little tough for Rob as well.
Yeah, because he just lost to, he lost to the Bayonetta at Smash Factor, like right before a top 64 or something.
There you go. And tweak it to a Steve. Now, granted, Diddy Kong can beat Steve. Don't get it twisted. But Steve is still
beats everybody. So
yeah, that's the most annoying situation you could probably just give directly to Tweak. Now, look, I get it. You know, you got some foreign invaders coming to your tournament. You know, you want to help your players defend your region as best you can, and don't make it so obvious. You don't gotta make it so obvious, okay? Because guess what? It ain't even gonna matter at the end of the day anyway, because NA gonna tap that ass. Right, it's a guarantee from your boy EE. Someone from NA is winning that tournament, bro.
I mean, if you count Mexico as NA, I'll give it to you.
Of course.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure Spargo will win tournament. If he doesn't run into me, because apparently he just really hates both of the characters that I play. Okay, but I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I play Inkling and Corrin. He hates the Inkling matchup as Cloud. He literally lost to like every Corrin that he's played so far. Okay. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
You're due. It sounds like you're due a win.
Yeah, I've been long due a win the entire year, honestly. I'm just gonna, if we're being kind of honest, it's been about 8 months. I gotta get something.
Okay.
I gotta get something.
Listen, I like the...
And what better place than the place where I had my best pop-off? Once.
Fair enough. Well, the seeding, I mean, you know, by all accounts, that is what is what is scheduled to be, what is slated to be. So we'll see how it pans out and whether or not Europe's sneaky tactics end up getting NA some of the lower type placements that I'm sure they're hoping for. But nonetheless, we move on because we got to talk about something else. Okay, we got to talk about something big. It's gaining a lot of steam. Okay, I saw it all over my Twitter feed going into Mexico. Steve Band is being pushed harder than ever, and Hbox is leading the charge. Okay, they want Steve out of here. They want him gone. Okay, now when you put a big influential personality pushing something big like this, it's dangerous. And I don't mean dangerous in a way that somebody's gonna get hurt. I'm just saying dangerous for the character. Okay, how in the hell are we going to address this? Me, personally, I don't believe in character bans. Never have, never will. That's EE. That's me. That's how I feel about it, okay? But you got this renaissance and this revolution trying to get rid of Steve, and I don't understand it. It's messed up, man. Akola literally getting potentially dethroned from certain events because he can't play his best character, all right? And I admit, Steve's a goofy-ass character, but I've seen the videos. I've seen the counterplay. It is doable. Okay, and I'm not talking about people who refuse to not DI properly out of combos to try and make a point. I'm talking to you, Box. I'm talking to you. They disproved that. And you was Puff. Your floaty ass. I'm not having it. I am 10 toes down. Leave Steve unbanned. Cosmos, your thoughts?
I just find it very interesting and funny that it's like Hungrybox that's leading the charge, because it's like you can't. It's annoying, actually. It's annoying and frustrating that he's leading the charge, because you can't say, like, oh, why are you leading the charge? Because you're a melee player and you don't even play our game. Because he plays our game just enough to like you can't use that as an argument, because he's obviously streaming the game and he's like hosting tournaments for the game.
He does a lot.
The game. He's like commenting. He does a lot for the game. He's gotten top 64 at some big tournaments. But it's like, you're still not in the nitty gritty of the super competitive aspect of the game. Obviously, you like commentate the game. You don't gotta know too much for commentary. You gotta know a lot for commentary, but you just gotta know like mainly how the storyline, like hype people up.
Have a mango story.
Exactly. But he's not. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know all the counterplay for Steve. He hasn't seen all the counterplay for Steve. He doesn't know all the like intricate details of like the ins and outs of Steve. Why Steve is actually probably broken. I'm pretty sure if you ask him why is Steve broken, he would probably give you this is no diss at him, but he would probably give you like a 2-2 elite smasher example why Steve is broken, not like an actual like, oh yeah, I know so much about Steve, reason why Steve is broken. I don't think Steve should be banned. I never thought Steve should be banned. There was a point where I almost thought Steve should be banned just because of what came out that one time about the Steve tech, where it was like he could basically just.
No one even does that.
Yeah, and exactly. No one does that.
The MLK?
Yeah.
Or no,
exactly.
the PMLG, my bad.
MLK, Martin Luther King.
That nigga probably wished he could have done that. R.I.P. go.
That motherfucker probably had a dream about him too. But yeah, like that thing came out, and then it was basically universally agreed that we're not going to use this, or else like even if you do use it, where it's not basically said that it's banned, someone will probably tell a TO. They'll probably shadow ban you. Honestly, let's just keep it real. They'll probably shadow ban you because we don't really have any like normal regulations out of a tournament for like rules like that. It's just kind of like camaraderie. So if not doing that, Steve is not broken enough to be banned. And there's obviously enough counterplay to be able to beat Steve, because obviously Akola has lost. Neo almost won with Corrin, who's apparently not supposed to be a top 20 character. If a character that's not even top 20 can bring Steve to his last legs, the best Steve in the world to his last legs, your character probably can too. Do we know? Listen, I have a theory, okay? If this hate is as intense as I believe it is for Steve, we need to go back to that SmashCon video and revisit whose finger was that in the crowd.
Could that have been Hbox's finger? Could that have been his? Staying right up at a could that have been? I'm just saying. I got a conspiracy hat on right now.
He has a strong fan base. He might have told one of them to do it.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
He's in cahoots with one of them that threw the crab.
It's all a plant. He's an industry plant. You don't understand.
He wants America to be great.
Oh my goodness. I'm kidding. We love Hbox here. It's just
even though I love him, I'm not kidding.
It's just very entertaining to see like all the discourse still surrounding this character. I again personally I like Akola a lot as a person. I think Steve is goofy, but he's very good. So
it's just funny to me that like we are still like revisiting this topic because we know that we're not gonna fucking ban a character, and like just talking about it at this point is
not
just
globally anyway.
Redundant. Like like globally, no one's going to ban a character. Like maybe if a very influential figure like Hungrybox like tries to make the character ban, maybe like one or two majors will ban the character, but everybody else is gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck. Hungrybox doesn't know what he's talking about. Don't ban the character. And then tournaments like Genesis, SmashCon, Watch the Throne, it's not going to have Steve banned because Steve shouldn't be banned. That's how it is.
It's going to be Chris. We'll keep an eye on that. I'm sure it'll always be. I know he says he's like planning to host like some sort of debate, which I think would be awesome. I think that's great content. And I would love to be the moderator. Check the likes. I had the most likes for that reply yet, Jim. Make sure you bring me on. I will
say that Steve should be banned on Wi-Fi, so keep him banned in Coinbox.
There you go. Coinbox is thriving, and we do enjoy watching a good Coinbox. Now, a question for the rules that I saw. I think Muteace made this point on Twitter. Something about like the timer adjustment could help curve the meta to a more favorable spot. Okay. Apparently, timeouts, they're becoming more of a thing. Okay. Really and that's something that
Sonic's is doing it too.
This is something that needs to be addressed.
Where is this coming from? It's not seriously.
Cosmos as a top. What? You know, we got to get Ken on this podcast sometime.
We got to get Ken on this podcast, bro.
We're gonna make that work. That's gonna be a hell of an episode. I'll tell you that much.
Fucking hilarious, actually.
We're gonna have Cosmos pull his Japanese strings, and we're gonna get Ken on the podcast. We're gonna handle this. But on a serious note, timer adjustment. Is there any way?
Timeouts are very serious. Yeah. Timeouts are very serious. They are happening a lot more frequently. The buzz was running the clock at SmashCon. I know that Sonics and Didi basically went to like 4 timeouts or something.
Mm-hmm.
Gluto is definitely like taking this time. People are just starting to take the time because as the game goes on, and as the meta goes on, and as you realize, well, fuck, I don't want to have to interact with Steve. I'm just not going to interact with him whenever he has Diamond and take my time. The game is just going to be dragged out. So I do feel like it was warranted to have like a topic like that come up.
That's very, very fair. I mean, would you be in favor of any kind of change to the timer? What do you think? My fear is that we give people 10 minutes and then just like a new challenge has emerged, like fucking new game plus for some of these guys. Like, oh my God.
Oh my God. I mean, I don't think a timer changer is going to change anything. Like the only thing is that changes that like instead, first of all, you're going to have way more timeouts. That's going to be the problem. You're going to have a lot more timeouts because it's a lower timer, unless you say that like we should have a higher timer. If we have a lower timer, because some people are like in favor for a lower timer, there's going to be a lot more timeouts in general, which will be also more annoying because like you won't really see matches end as often. Matches will still end, but not as often, especially if you're playing against like Sonic or Wario or a character like that, Rosalina.
Yeah.
But I do think that I think the rule set is kind of fine how it is because there's not going to be a perfect stock to timer ratio that you can find. I do think if it's like 8 minutes, it might be more annoying for timeout players to want to time out because it's going to be harder for them to. But
sure,
matches will feel like they just drag out a lot more because players like will still they won't give a fuck and they'll still just run down that fucking timer just like people did in Brawl because people did that in Brawl too. So It just is what it is. I think 7 minutes is pretty good too. There's just no perfect answer for the timer, honestly.
The solution is not in the timer. It's in the stocks. Everything needs to become one stock, no timer, first to fives. You're welcome.
One stock, no timer. Yo, honestly, low-key, I would be down. I'm not even gonna cap. I would be down. I would definitely be down because I would just be cheesing the fuck out of people with one character that they don't know what's going on. No, actually, no, I would not be down for that. I'm not playing a fucking Kazuya in a one stock match, bro.
Hey.
If I get counterpicked against what's his name, Akola, FD, and he goes Kazuya and just fishes for electric one time, and I get hit once and I lose the game because of that. No, I'm good, bro.
Listen, I'm not saying
Street Fighter.
You didn't let me finish, okay? But we kind of implement a league style approach as far as you get like a ban. You can ban a character for a round, but you always have to change the ban. Like, I banned Steve for this round. Okay, I'm playing Aegis. All right, but Steve comes back on the table. You know what I mean? See, you guys are probably like, what is he talking about? I have experimental format tournament that I'm working on right now. All I'm missing is you. That's right, chat. You, viewers, listeners, all I'm missing is you, okay? Trust me, it's going to be crisp. I'm looking right at you. Yeah, you.
Yeah, he's talking to you because he's not talking to me because I'm not entering that shit. I'm good. All right? I'll commentate it for fun. I'm not playing that Looney Tunes item bracket. That's what that shit's going to be. Have fun with that, chat.
Listen, don't worry about it, okay? I got some ideas. You guys will stay tuned. You already stay tuned. And the best way to stay tuned, like I told you at the beginning of the episode, hit that subscribe button, okay? Help us get into the algorithm. Keep it going up. You already know, support your people here, okay? You know what else we got to support, Cosmos? Change. Change is inevitable. We're all fans of Nintendo. We're all fans of Nintendo. Big fan of Nintendo. But you have to know,
more or less,
it's coming to an end, okay? My man Charles. Okay, not the Asian guy. Not the Asian guy who lives in my house, who's right here eating something off to the side.
Did you show Watch the Throne?
Yes, I showed Watch the Throne. Get the fuck out of here!
You show Watch the Throne.
Yeah, Jim. The heck?
Charles Thorne, my favorite Mario voice actor.
Yes, he is officially moving over to an ambassador role and will no longer be the voice of Mario. So that leaves a lot of questions. Yeah, we got Mario Wonder coming out, and the only thing I'm wondering is who the hell gonna be the voice? Are they gonna go with Chris Pratt? Are they gonna find someone through like a talent agency? Maybe Twitter could be the next superstar. I don't know. It's very interesting, but where do you think this was gonna take the Mario franchise?
I don't know. I actually have no idea. I just know that it makes, like, when I saw that, it was kind of the same feeling I got whenever Reggie basically stepped down as like a head of Nintendo of America.
Big Reg.
It feels weird. Like, even though change is inevitable, whenever change like this happens, you're like, what the fuck have I been doing all my life? And then you realize what changed. You're like, I took what I had in the past for granted.
Yes,
so I know that if I play the new Super Mario Odyssey 2 and I hear Chris Pratt in that shit, I'm gonna be like, something not hitting the same, bro. Something just hitting a little too different, not a good kind of different.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I like the Mario movie a lot, and I didn't mind Chris Pratt. I thought he did a good job, but I kind of feel like they're taking Mario in the direction of, okay, here's what we're thinking. We're gonna have this big Nintendo cinematic universe, okay? The video game superhero cinematic universe is on its way out, okay? Flop after flop, okay? Ant-Man, flop. Freaking The Flash flopped. Blue Beetle flopped. All these superhero movies are flopping. Guardians of the Galaxy didn't flop, okay? Settle your ass down. That was actually a good movie.
I'm saying it was good. That's what I'm saying.
One of the rare things that Disney's done right, and I don't even give them credit for that. That's a James Gunn. But anyway, he can't have that same success, obviously, over there right now with DC and all that shit flopping, okay? You know what's going to be the next cinematic universe people want? Video games. Mario showed that. People want to see that, okay? And what are they going to do from there? They're going to give you a Metroid, okay? They're going to give you a Star Fox. They're going to give you a Legend of Zelda. All that shit is coming.
And Pikachu's already there.
Exactly. They could segue that in too with Ryan Reynolds as the voice of that. So here's what they're thinking. This is what they're thinking in Nintendo. I'm going to give you a little insight in Nintendo HQ. We love Charles. However, we understand he can no longer do this voice for as long as we're planning to have this cinematic universe grow. Got to have a little bit more of a younger feel, and that's where Chris Pratt comes in. And we integrate it slowly into the games. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a combination of both. Okay, or maybe Chris just takes the whole role, but they slowly program you to accept that voice of Mario is now Chris motherfucking Pratt. And you're gonna love it. You're gonna eat it up, and then soon they have Denzel Washington voicing Falco in Star Fox. Okay,
all right.
Keanu Reeves is Fox. Trust me.
Right.
I'm telling you right now, this is what Nintendo's got playing the big end, and I'm here for it.
He gets the Denzel Washington.
He about to post up in that what's that ship that they on? I don't know, but he gonna post up.
Are you talking about the Star Fox ship?
I'm just waiting for the my nigga line from Falco, bro. One time, give it to me one time, bro. Say the universe just cruising back. My nigga, you know what I mean?
Disregarding all of the hot garbage that you are spewing out right now, because literally none of that is probably going to be happening. I do think that a Nintendo Cinematic Universe is inevitable and it will be happening, which I do hope that it happens sooner rather than later, because that starts like gaining traction now. That's just going to make Smash even bigger, because that is basically what the Cinematic Universe for Nintendo is just Smash Brothers.
Boom. That's why I'm telling people a new game is on.
And then Nintendo will see that it's so big, and then they'll be like, wait a second, this is literally just Smash Brothers. Let's let people play the game seriously, put money into it, people will play it more. Wishful thinking?
I would leave out the money part, but maybe some free tickets to the Smash movie.
They'll put money in Squad Strike.
There you go. Hey, listen. So a lot of people don't realize this. I'm actually going to Nintendo Live. Okay, me and Charles are going to be commentating their Friday Squad Strike event, which I'm very, very excited for. Shouts to Nintendo for bringing us out to that event. I'll also be working at PAX, so a lot of fun stuff is coming up. Nintendo, baby. They still care about the community. Don't get it twisted, bro. Don't get it twisted, okay? Don't get it twisted. They still all up in here. It's just, because of some of the things that happen, it's going to take a while to get all up in there. Anyway, it's all good. So we talked about that. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, Cosmos. I thought at some point Light would just pop in here and just interrupt us.
I really did, too. I thought he was going to pop in within like 10, 15 minutes, and he just never did. He also just never responded to any of my calls or messaged me. So I hope he's still alive and well. Because he might not be.
Yeah, it's very possible that we're doing this podcast while our friend is bleeding out in a sewer somewhere. So
this might be the last Lights Out. So be sure to subscribe and watch this one and share it, because it might be the last one y'all get.
Tell us in the comments who you want as a replacement. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Do y'all want the European Light? Do y'all want the Japanese Raito? Because that's Light in Japanese. We can get Raito.
We could definitely make some plays, man. We could definitely make some plays. The Twitch chat is actually just spamming replacements.
Why y'all didn't even get us that. Y'all want that?
His body's not even cold yet. Good Lord.
Just because he hasn't gotten top in a while doesn't mean we're both washed, all right? It's just me right now, and I'm coming back.
There you go. He's coming back, okay? But who's coming back to Evo? Because Evo, this is actually a big problem, and it's a very serious problem. Evo and DreamCon have been announced to be on the same weekend next year. It's a big problem, okay? Because DreamCon was the Smash tournament that Light went to. Pretty much farmed it, but they like Smash so much they want to invest a lot in Smash. They're gonna build some big shit out for Smash. Now you're probably thinking, well, okay, well Evo is a gaming tournament, but they don't have Smash there. But what if they have it next year? We don't know. We don't know these. I've heard rumors that Smash is coming back to Evo, either in I've heard rumors it could come back in an official capacity, or it could come back as one of their legacy events. They kind of did that for Marvel, Marvel this year. They could do it for Smash.
That, they gave out the date for DreamCon this early. Do they usually do that?
I'm not surprised about that. Just getting it out there early, because I know they won't be able to do it in Austin the following year because of construction and renovation that's going to happen on that convention center. But this is I'm really hoping, like, as much as I want Smash back at Evo, I kind of like don't now just because I don't want it to clash with DreamCon. And I understand Evo probably made this decision to move back their date a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like business, that's how it works. You get these dates booked months, even years in advance. I get all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me right now since you guys made like August 6th Evo Day. I don't know who decided that was a good idea.
And then moved it back a week. That made literally no sense.
Yeah,
the same announcement.
Yeah, not the smoothest planning on that one. But nonetheless, the reason I bring this up is because there's another event that you may recall that happened earlier a couple months ago that kind of conflicted with DreamCon of this year as well. Smash Factor. We still don't know when Smash Factor is going to be. So as it stands right now, there's a potential for it to be Evo, DreamCon, and Smash Factor all taking place on the same dates, the same weekend. And I think that would be so horrendous.
And I really don't like that, especially because not only are those three events the same weekend, I think Smash not being at Evo gave SmashCon a lot more exposure and a bigger boost, because I know that I would always talk to a lot of top players, or even just like people whenever I see them in my chat, they're like, yo, should I go to EVO or should I go to SmashCon? And I would honestly just be blunt and say, you should go to SmashCon because you're probably going to have a much more fun experience as a Smash player at SmashCon rather than EVO, which is for all fighting games.
Right.
But EVO, Smash not being at EVO anymore, basically made anybody that was considering going to EVO just go to SmashCon instead, which is why SmashCon has always been a lot bigger recently. So now that there's going to be like potentially Smash back at Evo on the same day as Smash Factor, which is like the biggest FGC and mainly Smash Mexican Latino centered event.
Yeah.
With DreamCon, who was trying to pull a lot of bigger moves for just Smash and like just everything in general, trying to make their like convention a lot bigger. With SmashCon like a week or two right after, it's just like that's too much for people to just be able to handle for one weekend, which is kind of unfortunate because I know that like you kind of want to focus on your own event. Like Evo's focusing on their own event because they're a very big event. They kind of just do whatever they want and it won't matter too much. But we definitely want to be able to have like events like DreamCon have kind of science.
Right.
A lot of things to do. Okay. And it's very content creator centered.
Yeah, I know. I mean, damn, it's just like I had to go with DreamCon. DreamCon is basically Black TwitchCon, and I got to support those guys out there. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was going to Mexico with Delfino Maza, but I didn't want to miss Smash Factor next year, at all. Same thing with DreamCon. And Evo is just like, I don't really work the Evos because there's no Smash there. And my commentary for fighting games is probably not up to par, but it'll get there eventually. But nonetheless, like it's DreamCon and SmashCon or Smash Factor are the two events I'm just praying don't end up on the same day. As soon as this podcast is over, I'm gonna send the TO at Smash Factor a message like, look,
Smash Factor definitely will not happen on the same day.
All right. I know you got some connections down there too, man. Make sure you let them know. Like, this ain't it. This ain't that. Don't do that.
After all those announcements, that's not it.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't.
They're gonna have to find a different month. They're gonna have to put that shit in December.
I'm saying, bro, don't do that. So we're gonna get that situated for sure. Last thing before we get out of here, though, we do need to talk about it because it is coming up this weekend. So I want to give it a preview. The last iteration of Shine will be taking place this weekend in not Boston, Massachusetts, but somewhere in Massachusetts, wherever that venue is they got now. As it stands right now, the current top seeds are Light, Zamba, Tweak, Jackal, Aaron, Anathema, Ling, and Capitan Cito. Yeah, Zamba is second place, where Tweak is third. Light still, I guess, kind of got the legacy first place. Though, if Light didn't show up here for this podcast, we don't know if he's going to show up for Shine. And apparently, Tweak's not even going anymore. So it just might be a buffet. It just might be a buffet for Zamba to just take down.
Damn, that's unfortunate. That's really, first of all, the seating definitely is really fucking weird. That I do think Zamba should be above Tweak right now. I think both Light and Zamba should be above Tweak, which is really weird that Tweak is, they definitely just went by the PG or the Lumi ranks for the European tournament. But yeah, I'd actually, since Light's not here, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he didn't go to Shine for whatever reason. He probably will end up going. Hearing that Tweak isn't going is pretty unfortunate too, because I know he was at the last Shine. And I think he was at the Shine before.
I think the reason he's not going is because he's preparing to go to Terra, and I think they're leaving on either Monday or Tuesday. So that'd be a tight turnaround. Get it. That's
actually why I'm not going to Shine, because I'm going to Terra the next week and I'm flying on Wednesday. So I didn't want to have to be there for the entire weekend. Basically, I'm good. I would drive there because I always drive there. I would drive back, get back on Monday, and then 2 days later I have to do like a 12-hour flight to So I don't blame Tweak. Because if it's like he has like a lot of things going on in his life too that he has to take care of, you definitely don't want to have to like just overexhaust yourself like that when flying to France. It's definitely, when I flew to France last year, I was definitely jet lagged powerfully. So you're gonna have to definitely prepare for that. But it's pretty unfortunate that Shine, especially for the last Shine, is not getting, at least for the ultimate side. I think Melee's still gonna do pretty fine.
Melee's gonna do very well, yeah.
Yeah, but for the ultimate side, it's just kind of like, I feel like it's gotten worse every single year, because last year there was still like, it was me, Tweak, Light, Zomba, top 4 seeds, and we all got top 4, and I won. But this year I'm not going. I guess Zomba's still going. Light is like a maybe at this point. Tweak is basically confirmed not to go. There are still some other pretty good names like Aaron, Anathema, Ling, Dark Wizards is going to.
Yeah.
So there's still going to be some like pretty good competition, but Mars isn't going either. I'm pretty sure he was there last year because he had surgery.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that it's happening for Shine this year, but it is what it is. You can't control a top player.
It is what it is, and I'll be honest. I think those guys are just running the event to just finish out the last contract or whatever deal they signed anyway. Like I don't feel like a lot of those guys are. Yeah, I don't think a lot of those guys are like too heavily invested in Smash at that level anymore. But nonetheless, wishing the event the best. I'll be definitely trying to do a watch party on Sunday for it, twitch.tv/EEvisu. So make sure you guys tap in for that. Also, there's an event somebody told me. I can't remember the name of it, and it's making me mad. Maybe you guys either in the Twitch chat or in the comments can help me out. There's an event happening overseas. I think it's happening in Barcelona, Spain. I think it's happening sometime in November. I want to know what this event is. I want to go to Barcelona, Spain more than any other place on the planet. If they're actually having a tournament there, Lights Out would love to consider an attendance to that event. Okay, so we got to figure out if that's actually a thing that's happening and who do we contact and how do we get our black asses over there. Because I need to know, Cosmos. Are you down?
I'm down. Let us know in the comments if y'all know. Or if you are the TO watching this, please let us know. We want to go. We will all commentate.
It's true.
Well, Light and I will be in top 2, but you know.
My man, that's what I'm talking about.
We'll commentate at the same time.
There you go, man. Everybody else smell that weed? Anyway, hey, guys, it's been a hell of an episode for sure.
Shut the fuck up. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Stop. You're losing too much faith in me now, all right? At least get me till the end of the year, man. You're losing too much faith way too fast.
I'm sorry.
My nigga's gotta be on my side if no one else is, because I'm losing everybody else at this point.
He's coming. Listen, Cosmos is coming back strong, bigger, badder, and stronger than ever. I believe it. Okay. Oh, Tech Republic apparently is the name of that. We got to find out who's in charge of that. Yeah, we got to find out who's in charge of that and get some flights for Lights Out. You know what I'm saying? So we'll figure that out. Make sure you guys have figured out if you enjoy the podcast or not. Because if you have, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It helps us so much, and we do appreciate it. Another banger edition of Lights Out, powered by our friends at Metafy. Now, look, I know some of you are actually probably legitimately concerned where Light is. When we find out and hear from him, I will post an update about that. But we are sure our good friend is just fine, and he'll be back for sure for next week's episode. Because ain't nobody missing 2 weeks in a row. Okay, I'm not allowing that. Okay, if I gotta fly over,
even I haven't.
If I gotta fly over to Mass and drag his light skinned ass and just sit him down in front of that camera, I'm gonna do it because that's the amount of love I have for you, the fans, and the appreciation.
Just know that I've never missed an episode and not updated, so he's definitely getting roasted.
There you go.
I'm finally ahead of him now.
I like it a lot. Also, I want to give out my MVP award for Delfino Maza. My boy Shinymark, he got 3rd place. He beat a lot of good people like Gluto and Sky J in Winterside. So just want to shout out my man Shinymark real quick right there. More than just a Wi-Fi legend, that kid can actually play. Best Pikachu on the planet right now. So with that said, that'll wrap up this edition of Lights Out. Hope you guys enjoyed it for sure. We will be back, like we said, next week. Potentially new starting day and time. That Tuesday spot's looking kind of appealing. So, make sure you keep an eye out on the YouTube community tab for my
no one can
updates.
contest with us on Tuesday.
I'm just saying. So, we might be making a swap. We'll let you know in that YouTube community tab, though, in a few days. You guys take care. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibes, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Deuces.
Well, actually, if it's Friday, if it's dinner on a Friday, what the hell?
Hi.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can.
I ain't gonna cap. I fell asleep with my ringer off. I deeply apologize.
It's cool, bro. We still did the episode. We get it. We figured you were just tired.
Yeah, I had to be up early in the morning for something, like at 6, 7 a.m. And I tried to just stay up after that. I just couldn't.
It happens, man. Everyone's got to sleep. I get it. And I know you light skins really need your beauty sleep. I know.
I feel bad. I don't usually miss the main episodes. I feel really bad about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my back hurts, man. I had to carry Cosmos through that shit. Ugh.
Did he do that?
No, he was great. It was fine.
I'll be the judge of that.
It was a god. I thought it went well. We had plenty to talk about, so that's all that counted. We're just happy you're okay.
Yeah, again, super sorry.
No
How was
worries.
Delfino Maza for you?
Delfino Maza was lit, bro. Fucking Mexico is not to be trifled with. Like,
Did you find your connections you were looking for?
I did. I found my connections. I might have found my future wife. I don't know, bro. I found a lot, man. I said I found a lot.
So the cartel is ours.
Whoa, hey, buddy.
I thought that's what you were looking for.
No, what the heck? Those silly guys. Never say anything bad about anyone like that, of course. Happy to be.
I would never call them silly. What happened to the Metafy episode?
Well, we just didn't think you were here, so.
Okay, so are we gonna do it a different day?
Yes. We're
Okay.
gonna do it tomorrow. Are you down for tomorrow?
I can do tomorrow, at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. my time.
Okay, I'll find out. I mean, maybe we could still do it today.
That's fine, bro.
Wait, no, it might actually be better.
No, that's fine. Don't worry about it, bro.
No, what, you idiot. This is actually good work.
I prefer tomorrow.
Oh my God, I might. I'm not. I'm going to Riot Campus.
You going to where?
Riot Campus.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
You know Riot Games?
Yeah.
That's where they are.
Oh, like their actual campus. Okay, I'm dumb.
Yes, you are, but that's okay, buddy.
All right, so tomorrow sounds good. What time are you going to Riot Campus?
I don't know anything right now.
You stop at me.
I'm not yelling. I'm just saying I don't know. Just pay attention to the chat and I'll ping it when I know more.
Okay. Last question before I go.
Yes.
You like Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, Dunkin's not bad. Why?
You ever actually eat a donut from there? Like, do you eat donuts from there?
I've had a donut from there. Had a cream filled before. It was all right.
What's your personal favorite donut?
I like either raspberry filled or glaze. Those are my favorites.
Like a plain glaze?
Yep.
All right. I used to be a chocolate glaze man, which honestly, thinking back, probably not the best thing for the morning, But bro, strawberry frosted, holy shit, it's just a different world.
Oh, is that the one with the sprinkles too?
Yeah, which I don't really need them, but the strawberry flavor, bro, like waking up in the morning and getting some sweet strawberries in my mouth, crazy.
I think you'd like Krispy Kreme more than Dunkin' Donuts.
I actually hate Krispy Kreme.
Dang. There you have it, folks. He likes the frozen
know.
donuts better.
You know why I like the frozen donuts better? Because like the actual donuts are like obviously they're probably better quality, but they're so heavy.
I like a good heavy donut, bro. You want it to fill you up.
Not because I'm not going to eat the donut midday or nighttime. I don't want to eat a donut in the morning and feel like heavy, you know?
Bro, if you're eating a donut in the morning, I don't think health is like winning in this scenario either way.
Well, no, you're not wrong. But if you're only eating the donut, you're not going to feel heavy. Like I'm not getting a donut, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and then like a bunch of others. I'm just getting a donut and some milk.
You win, man. You win.
He just wants me out the chat.
Get out of here. Jesus.
All right, I'll catch you later.
All right, buddy. See you.
Bye.